For BWYellowJackets.com, I'm Brendan Gulick. Disappointing close to the season for the Yellow Jackets tonight. They fall in the OAC semis by a final score of 93-72. We're here with head coach Tom Heil, whose team certainly fought hard, especially in the second half, but it seemed like the game kind of got out of hand in that first couple of minutes. Essentially able to play with them stride for stride after that opening stretch. Now that you've had a few minutes to think about it, what sort of happened in the beginning of the game where you felt things slipping?
They punched us in the mouth to start the game. I felt they were really ready to play. And you know, they got rolling a little bit. We were struggling to get a stop and didn't execute great because we couldn't get a stop. And I thought it allowed them to kind of crank their pressure up. When they're scoring, they're getting in the press every possession. So we didn't really get chances to, after a stop, get out and play early in the game. I thought that really hurt us. We seemed to tighten up because of it. I don't think the plan was great. I think it was as much on me as anybody. But I felt like because we couldn't get a stop and had to break their press every time, it took a lot out of us. And their energy only cranked up in the half court even too. And I don't know if we got great looks early. I mean, I think we had a few, but I don't think they were great. I don't think we executed great, and they can do that. I mean, you're never out of the game because of how fast they play. But they certainly jumped on us quick. I mean, it obviously showed in the scoreboard. I think it showed in a lot of areas. I do think we settled in a little bit, and we kept competing, but we struggled to find ways to consistently get stops and consistently get the shots that we want. I think they guarded us from the three-point line really well. I think a lot of the ones that we took were probably a little rushed because of how hard they played, and really I think the credit goes to them. They were very well prepared. They played incredibly hard, and that's ultimately I think why the game started the way it did, and then it continued that way. But I do think we competed.
A couple of notes on the end of the season. As Cam Kuhn finishes his career, he becomes the 4th all-time leading scorer in program history. Jake Featherolf will finish as the 5th all-time leading rebounder in program history. And tonight, Jay Battle eclipsed 1,000 career points, and obviously he's still got some time to come. I know it's hard to think about the future being bright for this team because you're going to say goodbye to some big contributors tonight.
Yeah.
But what's the feeling after tonight's game compared to where you were a year ago, where you fell just short?
It's a tough question to answer. It's incredibly disappointing, if I'm going to be honest, because of how much I believe in this group. I think this group is a good group. I think we had, obviously, those guys you just named are incredibly good players, and their careers kind of speak for themselves. We're certainly going to miss them. This feeling, it does stink, man. I mean, it stings because I believe that this team, when we play well, I think we can play in the Sweet 16. We can go win a couple of NCAA tournament games, and then who knows. So that's a disappointing thing, but the reality is in our league, it's incredibly competitive. We play each other 18 times, which I think is silly. And we beat the crap out of each other over 18-game OAC season. And you can put yourself in a position. It's hard to put yourself in a position where you're going to get an opportunity to play if you don't win the conference tournament in our league because of how good it is, top to bottom. Anybody can beat anybody. You saw that this year. The fact that Muskingum's not in the tournament, I mean, that's crazy to me. They're as good as anybody. They beat John Carroll. They beat us. I mean, they're good. They're well coached. They have a great player. So this certainly stings. We're going to miss our seniors a lot, especially from a production standpoint. I mean, the numbers that you said are pretty incredible. We're going to lose 3 starters, but I'm going to tell you, man, I love our team coming back. We have a chance, I think, to be a very good defensive team. A lot of guys that I think are energy guys. I think some of our toughest guys. I'm really excited about kind of where things are headed and what next year will be. But it's really hard to kind of put that in perspective because I'm so sad that it's over. And I'm so sad for our 4 seniors. And we're going to miss Jordan Richardson more than anybody realizes. I mean, that kid's an incredible teammate, and really guys like that win you games. But I am excited looking forward. I'm excited, where our program's at, and we need to continue, I think, to recruit the right type of guys that fit what we're all about. We need competitive guys that love basketball and want to work and have a blue-collar attitude. And I think if we can do that, we're pretty excited about the future. But incredibly disappointed, to be honest with you, that we're not going to get to go to practice tomorrow.
While it is not a high chance, we do feel it is at least right to say that just a couple years ago there were 4 OAC teams that made the NCAA tournament. In the last several weeks, all 4 of the top 4 teams on the men's side of the OAC were in the top 6 of the regional rankings. So while it doesn't look good, there is an outside chance, and the Jackets will have to wait until Monday afternoon to see if they get one of the coveted at-large bids across the country. But in case this is the last time, thanks for everything this year, and congratulations on what was largely a good season, although a disappointing ending.
Yeah, thank you. And last thing I want to say, I think unbelievable support from BW today. I mean, look in that gym. Holy cow. There was a lot of brown and gold. And really, I can't understate how special that makes us as a program feel. That, I mean, we had a bunch, the whole softball team was here. I mean, incredible support. Our athletic directors are right behind our bench. That's what BW is all about. And, while we're disappointed that we couldn't play better, obviously, and we really never gave them a chance to get in the game from a, energy and excitement standpoint because of the way the game started. It's really, and I just can't thank those people enough that were here. Our parents, our families, our friends, and supporters and alums and all the BW people that came, and we're going to work really hard this offseason and in hopes that next time we have that kind of support in the road, we can perform a little bit better. But it's mostly a testament. We have really good people in our locker room, young men that are great examples of what we want to be about in the classroom, on the court, and off the court, most importantly. And I think it's a testament to the character of our guys that so many people came over here and supported them. So to those people, honestly, man, genuine thank you.
Tonight's final score, 93-72, as the Jackets fall in the OAC semifinals. That'll conclude our coverage tonight here on BWYellowJackets.com.